So yeah, I was like, maybe there's something about either food or something about something that makes it so that people don't want to, or it makes it so that Satoshi doesn't want to say certain things. I
Mm-hmm.
thought, okay, let me do some weird shit and just like, try to test out exactly what, because and it's not just the food stuff. Like there's sometimes when I asked about gradient descent, they both, well, they're the same, but like they both would tell me kind of the exact same thing, but that has nothing to do with the codex either.
Mm-hmm.
The train of thought here is at some point, mm, when memory stuff is good to go, it like no matter what model you're in, uh, we might enter a situation where we have to go through multiple different steps.
Mm-hmm.
And so the way, what the hell did that sound?
Oh, that's my washing machine. Pretty good.
It sounds like such a friendly washing machine.
It's like those
Yeah.
rice cookers.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, reminds me of the Zoji Rishi.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's chill.
So yeah, and then the second part would be like, how do we, hang on, let me make Gumi screen the,
Wait, but I think it
yeah,
only pulls from the codex from the tool call. So if it doesn't call it, then how would it know?
yeah, so like that's the thing that right now I don't exactly know how it should go. Like, let's say for example, if there's stuff over stuff over stuff that before doing anything, we have to go, like the agents have, actually, let me get music going first. Hello, Chic. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to pull from the codex. Otherwise, like it needs some like consistent knowledge.
right. So like, so that's the thing. Like, if we say codex first before anything else, it probably won't do anything else other than the codex,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
So
Yeah.
then the thing is like, okay, how do you then navigate around, let's say for example, actually I need the music first. Click by myself? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, like, let's say for example, if one thing that I'm trying to do right now, which I know is possible, I just don't know whether or not it's a good design. Which is like, the image thing that I've been fucking with, right? Like,
Yeah.
in order for Satoshi to prompt it as himself, what you need to do is turn the user's request into some form of thing. So there's that LLM version of like, you need to receive it first. Like he needs to receive it first, and then he prompts the thing, basically, So there's that's not as complicated as I thought. It's just like, this would make it so that every single agent is generating something different because it's actually the agent themselves generating it. Like they're taking in the user's request, which is like, maybe there's an on and off switch so that if you just want to use a stability model, then the stability model will, like, you just want to use this function, it's fine. But like as for the headless automation part, like, what the hell would it be like if you give Satoshi a task and he has to do things by himself? And that's actually a very questionable for use case, because it's like, if you merge your OpenClaw with Satoshi, is it ideal? Because then that in that format, Satoshi would be an assistant. So should everything come from him? That probably doesn't make that much sense. I mean, that would make the agents less useful. So then, pulling out of this, I thought one way to do all of this is just like if you have one sort of, I don't know, character agent type thing, but then you can fork it into multiple different versions. So like it's just maybe just replies to you in a certain way, but it still does the regular task in some ways. And that's the whole structure around memory actually that I discovered. Like you don't want to mess with a gaming agent role playing so hard that it's incapable of doing other things. Yeah.
Oh, I think I get it. Yeah. That's why you split up the agents. You can see them separately now. Like if I'm talking through Claude or something, it's just like it all seems the same. But if you split them up, like you could just string these together. Like one of them has like all the tool calls, and then the other one just role play.
And the thing is, so this thing that I'm obsessed with around the Discord stuff is just like Discord has a lot of restrictions. Like it's like per channel you can have 10 webhooks, and then per server you can have a limited like 50 bots or something. So this kind of stuff needs to be taken into consideration when you're doing interfaces, right? Like if they're gonna go into different interfaces for different designs, that's like a very, very questionable thing of how to actually do it. The way that most agents through OpenCloud connects with their owner is just through the Telegram or WhatsApp layer. So that's a direct conversation. Obviously the hard part is definitely this like open space-ish. So Discord, I wouldn't call it open space because somebody else owns Discord. But how this interaction type look like, yeah, that's very, very much unknown at the moment. I mean, the biggest models that we have is the Stanford Korean dudes. I think he had like 25 agents in one sort of simulation type thing, but it doesn't mean like 10,000 agents would be possible. However, then the other model would be the multbook. So somewhere around the design needs to be like kind of like both. So I don't know. It's pretty.
Shouldn't you just be aware of its environment? Because right now the prompt just says like it's in Discord, so it's aware it's in Discord. Like that's why it's gonna format the text this way.
But that's also because we have programmed the environment, So like right now the issue that I'm having with the diffusion, the max diffusion model is like basically the side from Bedrock has no problem now, but I still have to figure out how to actually get the uploads and stuff. Like the request to Discord and stuff like that has no problem as of 30 minutes ago, but I still have to figure out how to actually ask Satoshi to upload the thing. And also like things like my so far what I really went down through for memory is the selective. You know what's like really weird? I thought I was kind of like just making shit up, but like I had a very, very long conversation the other day with an agent, and I was like, okay, does personality actually matter for agents or not? Because I think it's stupid, and a lot of people think it's stupid. And then there's the fun element where like having the personality thing is helpful. However, according to the memory structure agent that I have, or like with the context and stuff around this kind of stuff, what they said is, well, the thing about personality is like you can't store raw memory, or the thing about memory is that you can't store raw memory. Like it'll be too big of a file and mostly crap. like it's just gonna be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in context. So what should happen is you like at every single, you know, bigger turning points, you have some sort of thing that condenses things down. And but like the way that an agent without human intervention selects how they store the memory actually would be partially based on like a whole bunch of things like reflection, planning, and personality is part of it. And the reason why is because they need to be able to select, like if they so-called feel like what we would call feel like a memory is stupid to store, they probably wouldn't store it. So as a matter of fact, it's actually really, really important. And then, but like furthermore, in actual implementation, you don't want to have this situation where like, if you tell them to do some, I don't know, make $100 or something, and if they fail at that, they never attempt it again, or like they try, you know, 200 different things when it's just like a small error. So I don't know. I think this is a really, really hardcore engineering process, but also needs to happen. Otherwise, agents would just remain as like only more automation level. What are we doing? Hello.
Codex.
The codex.
I have not actually like done any vibe coding on this device in about a week, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get that all set up properly here, which is not an amazing thing to do on stream, but here we are.
You got a new PC?
No, this is just my, like, I do all my work on my laptop and I do all my streaming on the Mac Mini, and so
Oh, I see.
yeah, just getting refamiliarized. Why don't the lower commands pop? I kind of assumed that that would work.
You know, Loa Doctrine has never popped for me. I had to actually crawl through the entire Loa to like see if that command still exists. But you can apparently just type it.
Let me try that. Not actually. I don't want to reload plugin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be in there. I'm almost done transferring over all this stuff. Should be done today.
So are you supposed to get your washing machine?
Probably in a bit.
It's gonna keep like singing.
No, I'm sure it stopped. That's a different one.
Oh.
The dryer and the washing.
It's such a pleasant tune.
Reminds me of like garbage trucks in Taiwan. They always have this like Beethoven sort of classical music, but like playing from a really shitty speaker on a back of a garbage truck. Yeah. Did you see Jenny's updates today?
I haven't checked.
I haven't seen.
It has like 7 layers of update.
I saw some of the issues, but I didn't look into it. Janny's been working his ass off, it seems like.
Pretty insane. I think he's getting to the, I don't know, 99%-ish.
Wait, where do you guys even see this? What's he working on?
I just have it everything fed to my email.
Oh, I see.
So anything, anytime you guys do anything, I know what's going on. Like a stalker. Yeah.
You good?
Oh, Gumi and I were talking a little bit about like front end stuff, and I don't know. Do you want to share anything about what you have down and what's your working process like? I know like a lot of the things you do is now with construct, right?
Yeah, so I kind of just string all of the constructs together, and then with the creative stuff or like the front end stuff, it's more exploration. So you can kind of just delete the thing and just iterate quicker. It's basically just using more tokens and improving certain aspects of the site. And then it doesn't take very long to actually finish up like a solid site, provided you have like a design system and stuff.
But you know,
Like
you
me,
know the thing when you were working on like the Moneycom gate, like
yeah.
how does that? So okay, what is like the like the steps that you do to get there? Like do you just give it like string all the agents together and then just feed all the context and then they come up with something? Because I know that you're actually like working on the design. So like where does the part where you jump in come in and then where they do the work and use tokens happen?
I think with a lot of the design stuff, it's more like you're saying something up front and then you're letting it just explore some direction. And if it's like directionally correct, you just keep pushing it forward. Like I had the idea to use Midjourney and then just gauge and spot it. And then you could do the parallax stuff, which is on the front end right now. But from there, you can just hook up like, tell it to hook up the music, tell it to like study how to do audio visualization, and then integrate that in. It's like
Oh, okay.
kind of just learning all these new things in the process.
What constructs are you using specifically in these processes? Because I feel like I haven't explored enough with like your, I think it was like artisan or something. Yep.
Yeah, so artisan's like kind of the main one. Like if you're talking more so in terms of like how the site should feel, then I would use that because it's like sometimes people would just say stuff like shift the button left or shift the button like right. But if it's supposed to feel different, then it can do a lot more. Like say you want to add more space or like padding, so just say like make it more like spacious or something, and then it'll do that for the whole site.
Mm.
You're just able to iterate like way quicker.
All right. 'Cause I feel like there's definitely like no real solution yet that makes it to where you can skip the iterating process, but it's awesome that you have a way to like iterate faster.
Yeah, I'm sure you know how it is for creativity. It's like it doesn't
Oh.
end. It kind of doesn't end.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there ever will be like a proper solution where it just like, does shit how you want it in like 2 or 3 goes, but
Like
I
what
feel
you're visualizing.
yeah,
That'd be kind of
Oh,
crazy.
I
I
know,
don't
right?
think so. Unless
Yeah.
unless from beginning to end it's the agents deciding, or like a bunch of agents is deciding. The reason being, like, if you think about it, if you like most of the things that we create, right, doesn't actually exist. So how can you tell it what to do if you can't give it samples exactly the way you want it? I don't think there's like a like the one shot theory I think works, but like I don't think it'll totally match exactly what you want every single time. Like
Mhm.
even just like with Zerker, like I don't know, every single time I'm like, how do I even describe what the fuck I want to him? But then also like, just because I show him samples, it doesn't mean like that's exactly what I want him to replicate. but I think the possibility of like mimicking and replicating is a lot more easier for agents. Like if you show them enough stuff about the styles and things like that, they would generally come up with something better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of the design is just like giving it references. So I just say like near automata or something, and it already knows like what that kind of looks like. So you give like more references, and yeah, it's kind of open ended, but typically you'll get something that you actually like. That seems pretty close. It doesn't take too long either.
Mm.
Like references are really good. Good way of.
Yeah.
Okay, so far we've successfully filed an issue with the Loa repo with some of the mount stuff for Mac OS. It's been a little productive.
Why isn't it showing up? That's weird.
660. Yeah, I see it.
Mhm.
It's directly in Loa. Text missing sim. Yeah, I think actually, I don't know, maybe because I don't know, I'm probably like the last one to Linux all this stuff. For some reason, I found a few things that needed to be fixed during installation. However, I did install like all 5 at once.
Chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I honestly don't know how to actually explain my workflow right now for what I did in the past week or so, because like my understanding of what I should be doing is to improve the things Jenny asked me to improve, but now I'm just actually taking part of the sprint planning process. However, what I did discover was like within the Loa stack, there's like you can take so this is what I tell my environment, right? Like I would say I would sort of sort out stuff that's like I want to build on top of the existing Loa stack. So like don't fucking try to code it in some other language and shit like that. But then that's where it gets complicated because like you can borrow the schemas and event stuff from Hoonfor, and then you can use like other things in other repos to do certain things. But this cross repo thing is so like I think it's so useful but so hard to do for me. So that's why I'm only kind of like doing the first ish stage of the sprint planning and stuff with enough enough context and enough stuff. But yeah, that's I don't know. Now I think like if I were to actually go through with all of it, I would then actually change all the repos. So I can't actually go through all of it. Even if I wanted to, I have to wait for approval for the system stuff.
I mean, you're good. You started slow. Eventually, you're gonna touch like the schema stuff, cross repo. We got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the cross repo was the first thing I did.
Wait, why? For what?
Like to build some of the things that Jenny wanted me to get input in. But so for this is in regards to like memory stuff that has to do with like all of our agents, but like not just us internally, but the products and stuff. So for DNFTs, so like I would have like a conversation and AI would say, well, it's actually more useful if you start in the Dixie stuff, but like reference to make it like don't make it like sprint planning, but final. It's more like draft proposal type of thing. And then to also say, hey, you can probably use Hun for certain things like that. Because when Jenny has all of the stuff together, like it makes it a lot easier for him to do the system engineering. So yeah, that's the reason. But for the future stuff on Freeside, I won't be doing that. I would actually just build on top of Freeside, I think. I had a very long conversation today with someone I know who's deep into building AI. And yeah, I got a lot of pointers about like the business analysis things. I actually got the repos, so it'll be a lot easier to do the Freeside stuff.
Okay, cool.
I think the next thing I want to attempt is OpenClaw, using skills or doing new skills.
Yeah, because I actually never tried OpenClaw.
Same. Seems
Despite how many people trying it, yeah.
I hate how deterred I feel from trying shit like that out when it gets like super popular, even though I know that's kind of like the wrong way to look at it.
I just think it's the fact that you can have it on your mobile device. Like, I'm not trying to code outside, personally. Sometimes I don't really want to.
Yeah. I had my little, like, using Claude in the middle of a rave thing because of Janny, but I've not really done it much outside of that because it's not the same as just being able to zero in with your fucking laptop.
Yeah.
Unbothered.
How did you tell us about your at the rave coding experience?
Oh god. So like the most recent time I did it, I was at this really fucking tiny ass club where you couldn't have been able to fit more than maybe like 200 people in there, but they had sold about like 400, 500 tickets for the night. And so it was just like packed in there with everyone like sardines, just, elbows crushing my ribs and just like trying to hold my phone as close as possible while typing at Claude. And I'm like high as fuck, certainly fucking feeling it. And yeah, I think I transferred like ownership of a repo to the honey bar during that. And then I worked on the codex a little. And that's all I remember because like it was very impossible to be productive.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
It pissed me off too because like the GitHub mobile app, you can't transfer ownership of repos through it. You have to use like the desktop view. So I had to do that shit in Safari on my fucking phone in the middle of a rave. It's like, are you kidding me? This is no way to work. So yeah, that was lovely.
That sounds fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And it did the thing too where like it asked me to do like 2FA on the mobile app while I was using the browser on my phone in order to transfer the repo. It's like,
is it one of those things that's like if you switch when the windows, then it will like say some error or like the session has expired or something?
Thankfully not. I can switch like with mobile. I've noticed like you can switch pretty easily. I haven't run any issues there yet.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't just add the button to transfer repos on your phone. It's kind of weird.
Especially just like everyone does everything on their phone nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to run the Codex Studio and try like dumping all of the mibera trait files in it to see if it could handle it, but it turns out we have a lot of mibera trait files and I can't download them quickly enough. I wonder who decided to fucking make it to where we have like 10 million traits. Jesus.
How do other artists store? You always have to download it? Or you could get like the storage thing.
Yeah, like I keep everything on Drive and I try not to like I certainly have backups of a lot locally, but the Mibera trade art is not something I have backed up locally on my current device. I
I
have
see.
it backed up locally on like all my other devices, just not the one I stream from because I'm very fucking smart. So I'm gonna resolve that. Just
That was a lot of devices to worry about.
yeah. I only have two at the moment, really. Just I used to have like a workflow that was divided across a lot more, but now I mostly just stay within like the Apple ecosystem with the cozy little iPad and iPad Pro. Whereas before I was trying to do a lot with like a Windows laptop on top of everything else because there were certain like Clip Studio Paint I couldn't really use easily on my other devices, and I was trying to really milk that. And yeah, I've really simplified my stack the past year.
It
Yeah, you just
sounds
gotta try
actually
a bunch
very
of stuff.
complicated. Yeah, well, you just gotta get a new microphone to your desktop microphone to work, I guess.
Yeah. And it's only with StreamYard that I have this issue where it doesn't want my mic to work. I fixed the other issues I was having because it was down to a faulty adapter I was using. So I don't know why StreamYard doesn't want to let me use my desktop mic, but yeah.
Is that supposed to be better? It doesn't sound bad right now.
Yeah, it's just not ideal because like right now, I'm talking to you through my phone, and it's just
Oh, I
a
can't even
little,
tell.
yeah, it's slightly odd to me that I'm using the phone and the Mac Mini to be here today. But I'm glad it sounds okay at least.
Yeah, it's good.
Trying to think of what else I can work on right now. There's so much stuff that's just not just super entertaining for stream, or at least interesting.
I mean, you could showcase the Mikotic Studio
Yeah.
if you have like some access to work with.
I don't know if I have any to work with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get it to make some dummy assets. Because
Yeah, I'm sure you
it's
could. Some
it is
SVG
supposed.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you mean what you can work on like on stream? Yeah, it's limited. So do we have to? Okay, so are you refactoring the stuff that happened in the agents thing? Is that the thing that you were referring to?
I didn't touch it recently, or I said I was going to, but I'm not working on it.
Okay, because I think the next thing we have to. Okay, so obviously like the agent stuff, that's like something that we have to do as systems, but what we have to do for Discord is that I think we have to. I don't really know if this is like a non-issue, because to me what it seems like is like, okay, if they come from the same file, then they kind of like essentially the same entity coming out of different forms, right? But that may not really be the case for two separate NFT collections.
You mean they're reading from each other's files?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I actually haven't really looked into it that deep. I'm not sure.
because we have the obvious Discord limitation that you have to do. So like I'm trying to figure out how to get around it. Like getting around it is not gonna be a thing of ignoring it or bypassing it. It's just that you have to design it differently, I think.
You're saying the webhook stuff doesn't work?
It probably won't work for 10,000 at the same time. Because it's like
there's a 10 limitation.
there's like 10 per channel, and then
Oh, it says
there's
so.
yeah, that's the hard
Okay.
limitation. But then the bots way won't work that easily either, because
Yeah, you have to create an app for each one. That's like, I don't know if that's a problem, but let me see.
like it's not gonna be a problem in the Honey Road. It's not gonna be a problem in
Yeah, for sure.
probably Telegram, but it will be a problem in Discord.
Do we need to have it on Discord?
I would like to have it, even if there's limitation to like the maximum capability, because that's where a lot of the communities live, NFT or not.
Look at this absolutely beautiful art that Claude drew.
It's not bad.
It is something.
That's Mibera by IKEA, you know.
Yeah.
Slop art.
Yeah. It's certainly hey, has glasses. Those eyes aren't like too bad actually.
Yeah, it's funny how like people when they compare different models, they just generate some random thing and see how it looks in different models.
You know,
this is not too bad.
the GPT's latest image model is like amazing.
I know, it's really good.
It's so insane how good it is and how little, like I don't really know what I'm doing differently. I'm not using the image function. Like I'm just saying in regular chat. So the other day, you know how like I sent you a whole bunch of layouts for that cultural tech page that we have? Basically I kind of just took screenshots of what Zerker made, and then I uploaded all 10 screenshots, and then I just told it to like find different ways to make this, and I didn't prompt it specifically. I was just like, yeah, I have to do this offline online thing. I'm just not sure how to merge it in a web layout. So then it would just like generate, and it was super fast. It was unbelievable how fast it took to get almost everything right. Because when you zoom in into the early ones, it's almost kind of like something that looks a lot more like Mibera than anything else that I've seen, and then something that looks like all the books and lores and stuff like that for anything else that I've seen. And I was pretty amazed because I did that like 10 times in the same window, and it's really, really good, amazingly good. There was actually one that like looked really fucking creepy though. It was like some form of the Joker Mibera, and ChatGPT made it really fucking creepy. So creepy.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of creepy stuff after generating so many. Like Midjourney has the same problem, or it used to. Like you just pick out like one of the good ones, but like most of the Cup Quest like banners were all just like, they used to look so bad.
Try to find the creepy stuff. I'm gonna put it in Discord. General chat.
Are you auto-generating right now?
Yeah, I'm just
Randomized.
spamming the regenerate button.
Check it
How
out.
does
Check
the
it out.
seed work?
I don't know. I just threw that in there. I have not gone that deep on it yet, but I was actually just
Okay.
wondering the same. Like,
You're
Wait.
trying it out real time.
Wait.
Yep.
I ran into this issue today with Bedrock. I think seed is the initial prompt, and then you iterate on it.
Like in the context of randomized image generating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering why that seed gets cut off, by that right sidebar.
What's on the other tabs? There's
Um,
analytics.
yeah, it's supposed to be just a visual breakdown of how all the traits end up getting distributed based on the rules that you have set for generation. Ignore how shady this looks, but I built it with just the mibera trait set in mind, where we have like a lot of different rules that had to be taken into account with generation, but it was all kind of pieced together as we went along. We didn't really like have like a solid tool or framework to work with to facilitate that early on. So this is like an attempt to put that together. But some of this is not working how I intend it to, and that's because I just simply have not tested any of that yet. But early stages with this for sure still.
Yeah, definitely the right direction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like people need like tools to actually be able to customize on the go.
Yeah, very important. And there's like a lot of tools like this out there, but none of them really go in depth in a way where like you could give it mibera assets and it could generate it as needed.
Not
Do
mibera.
you want to try the stability one? We can figure out how to get that done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can. We just need to create an entry point for the API and stuff, and then I can input.
Are you doing that? Or do you want me to do it?
Up to you.
Okay.
I don't know how to. I asked Jenny to add the integration today. He actually didn't say anything, but he pulled up created a GitHub repo to do it. So I guess that's happening at some point.
Yeah, I saw that issue and I was like, oh, he can hear things.
At this
Shit,
point,
yeah,
I'm treating him like an AI agent,
He's like a fly in the wall mode right now.
Yeah.
He responds once a week.
Yeah. It's like talk through code is easier to get him to do stuff.
It's been like a month since I've heard from him, so I'm just grateful to see that he is still like alive in some way.
He was super busy in the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like heads down deep into the thing, which
Yeah,
is how
like-
we're gonna get spiral and stuff. But
Mhm. Yeah, I checked my email one time and I just saw all like the Janny notifications. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, are you sleeping?
Yeah, I think he does like sprints. He does like
Mhm.
2-week sprints.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good way of running stuff. Just go hard for 2 weeks and then relax.
Yeah.
I think it's like, but also at the same time, the other day when I did the cross repo thing, I realized how much he's doing all at once, because he literally has like 8 terminals open. So
Yeah, he does, probably.
yeah, fun times, fun times. In a, I don't know, just a shitty couple of months.
Yeah, it's a hell of a ride.
I've been very scared to try out spiraling still. It seems very expensive.
Yeah, I don't know. I think El Captain said there was like a bug at the time, so it was using more tokens than it should have. But I still ran out like in 2 days or like one day.
Oh no.
But I was using it for the wrong thing. Like I was talking to Jenny, who's like, it should be used for. Most people won't need to use it because a lot of my plans aren't that in depth that I need like the whole architecture stuff.
Yeah, that's when you really need the spiraling.
Yeah.
I like how like each of us do things very differently, and it's so much more apparent now that everything is code. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
like because like the way you do stuff is like kind of like go through iteration after iteration, but like with kind of the same set of things, and then you would find go do research and stuff to find things and then bring it back. And then the way Danny does it is like just like piece by piece by piece. He's literally like literal brick by brick, old school dev systems, kind of thing. And the way I do is like I kind of just like I pretty much do much more of the cathedral stuff. Now that especially now that like there's no time in the agentic world. So I would like pretty much hardcore spec it out.
Yeah, I think AI is good for just being able to work in however you work best.
Yeah.
And like still contribute.
It's definitely surprised me how it's made it very low friction to start working on stuff that I wouldn't have worked on probably even a year ago.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It is a
There's
great
probably
thing.
a lot of ideas.
Yeah. There's so much that I used to just not execute on because I'm like, oh, I need to ask a dev to do this. When no, now if you can put it into coherent English, then Claude can do the thing.
I actually have a question. You know how I came up with all these labels for our non-agent workflow? Like the labeling thing in linear and stuff?
Oh yeah.
So apparently that's now in our GitHub. But like how is it being applied automatically?
Yeah, so it's like the schema thing you were talking about. It's for each of the agents, they just now have, or they know about the labels, so they'll use it. It's like passing like an issue in linear.
But like which agents? Like the construct agents or the Loa agents?
Yeah, construct agents.
So then, how was any of the 7 new repos that Jenny just opened up? They're all labeled?
What?
Like, so it's he has a go to Loa and then go to issues. All of them are labeled.
Oh shit.
So is he doing this manually?
No, I don't think so. Before, when it was labeling, like I brought it up like once, and then it would do it a little bit, but then it just stops doing it. But that many in a row, it seems like it knows.
Yeah, cause the on each
You
repo
want it
it
to be
just
there
says.
or no?
I think it's great because this is part of the fucking hive mind, but like I've just never fucking gotten there yet. So we have so much work to do. So
Okay, it's
like,
good. It doesn't matter. Okay.
yeah, it's good. It's just like I just don't know how Jenny's doing it, because it says deep dash name added the artifact for RFC, the W discovery LS. I don't even remember what I
it's
call it.
definitely automatic because the labeling is kind of a lot. That's why people in linear they don't label stuff because it takes effort. The agent's probably doing it.
Mhm.
That's the thing. I haven't seen an update from Loa, like directly, that says like agents are gonna label this shit. So I'm just wondering if it's something that maybe he did or you did that put it on the GitHub level, so it just automatically does it.
So one thing I did notice as I was having Loa post the issue earlier is that it took a second to look up what tags were available to use before
What?
putting it. So
Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna get pull right now. Ubuntu.
Wait, just now? Okay. Probably the recent update.
Who updated Hun for like 10 hours ago? Nice.
the bracketed prefix scheme.
That is crazy that like this is getting this is so awesome. Now we don't have to manually label. Oh.
Yeah, like honestly, never like label in linear. It's just like when you have so many issues, you're not gonna do it manually.
Yeah, it's just
We
it's
didn't have
like
a PM.
I think like the one of the, you know, when you have like multi-region type things, those things are so necessary because like different people understand different things. That's why like having some sort of system usually helps. And but like
Yeah.
I'm just glad like in the agentic world it could just be code. We're happy about this.
So I think I'm gonna have to go in like a minute or two.
Yeah. Let's end soon. You know, how we
Yeah,
spend
all
our
good.
Fridays.
I can definitely do like the longer one tomorrow if we're around though. If we want
Yeah, I'll
to.
be on.
I have to do so much to for this stupid Discord thing right now. Man, it's so like, you know what's so crazy? Like, I think my understanding of how software engineering works is completely different now. Because like, it's like now I understand why there are so many bugs all the fucking time. You know?
What?
Like, because like the thing is, if you have one artifact and you attach another artifact to that artifact, like, but then maybe the level of difficulty isn't that high. But then when you attach 100 artifacts to that first artifact, like every single time the level becomes higher and higher. And then through some form, like you might just come across something that cuts off, you know, a surface is so many fucking problems that you have to fix all of the other ones. But then once you fix those, then other problems would happen. It's like, for me, it feels like the shit is like, I don't know. Now I understand why, you know, development teams are just, you know.
Yeah, it's like a web of shit. Just
Like
constantly untangling.
50, 100 people, and then they're like, in any org size of like 150. Untangling is certainly the craziest thing. All right. Oh my god, I've been such a bad music DJ thing. I've been playing the same song. Okay, let's go for like one more song and then we can go.
What's the other fire one that you guys were playing? The other stream that I was in.
What?
There's like
The
a
song.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 songs that you play, but yeah, if you could play one of those.
This one? This one?
Yeah, I think this one's good.
Zerker told me his favorite is actually the AKTV, like the more anime weave one.
Yeah, he'd be playing that. It's on the site.
Yeah. Oh, it's so depressing now that Railway is just sending me messages about how everything is failing. Oh.
I think this is where I need to dip, but it's nice
Okay.
hanging out with
Alright.
y'all. Sorry.
All right. Ending stream. Are you seeing your friend? Das friend. All right. So, last
The
words?
security left. No words.
No words.
Bye,
GG.
Yeah, peace.
It was I guess every Friday night we're gonna be here coding.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Peace.